Every year, we see some of the world's top football players start the season with extremely high expectations, but ultimately fall short. Whether it is through injuries, poor transfers, or inconsistent play, these players seem to struggle to improve from their past season. And following up from our past video where we bought stocks and players that we were excited about, this video we will be selling stocks and players that we think will have a poor season. Boys, are we ready?
I'm ready to short the whole market, Millie. But before we get into that, if you guys want to support us, the best way is Patreon. Link is down below in our description. Now, without further ado, Millie, how's it going to work?
And just like the previous video, we'll be picking 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and 2 forwards, and we'll be giving them a 1 to 5-star rating based on how good they currently are. Boys, without further ado, I will be picking my first defender. The first defender that I will be selling stocks in is none other than one of my own, unfortunately. It is Federico Di Marco.
Di Marco?
What the? Bro, there's no way.
Right there.
There is no way.
Stocks dropping lower, apparently, according to Millie FC.
But how can they drop lower? You literally...
It could drop
this
lower.
is a bad short.
I don't think
my personal. I'm giving it a 3-star or 3.5-star.
It could, no, definitely not a 3.5-star. It could drop lower, though.
This is a CL finalist we're talking about.
Yeah, but imagine if Carlos Augusto just starts over him now this season.
That's why. It's an automatic
It becomes
drop.
like a 2.5-star.
I hear him.
But right now, he's a starter.
There's not much downside.
I would say he's a 3-star. I could see him potentially dropping down to 2.5, even 2, depending on how much playing time he has and how poor his performance is.
We gotta be
So
shit.
right now, 3-star. That's
Right
what
now,
you
I would
agree.
say 3-star.
I would say 3-star.
3-star, yes. He was a starter all season.
I'm giving 3-star, I agree. But
I do think I'm not going to get a significant drop, but I do see a guaranteed drop. This is a safe pick. This is like a blue chip stock.
I see how you moved on this.
Buying
This is a
your
blue
own
chip
team's
stock.
player, that's only
that's
only an Inter
crazy.
fan can do that.
That's actually
Shorting,
crazy though.
Shorting or selling your own team stock.
There was a number of players on this Inter team that were in the conversation.
We can all agree that Di Marco has had a drop off though, so it's.
But not
that's like-
3-star, bro.
I mean, he was once called.
I would say a
one
4.
of the
Yeah,
best
at one
left
point I
backs
just
in the
At his
world.
peak, he was 4-star.
He was 4-star.
Yeah,
Sule was a 3-star last time.
yeah.
He's not Sule level. He's way better than Sule.
No.
But for his position, he's a
Definitely
3-star.
Yeah, I agree. He's a 3-star.
I'm saying 3.5.
God bless, bro. I hope he plays like a 3.5.
Meanwhile, he's going to be the first one to rip on him as soon as he starts dropping shitty performances.
I'm giving Millie a free half-star technically. I don't care, but it's just this guy is not a 3-star. Come on, guys.
What would we give Teo? Just
Probably
3.5.
3.5.
Okay, so 3 makes sense.
Have to give a little.
Defending a
take
guy
little.
that's not even playing for your club anymore.
Just saying, I just want
That's
to
the
put it
Milan
out
way.
there.
I'm glad the boys could see the vision on my Di Marco pick there. Firms, it is now time to pick your first defender.
After the insane season that PSG has had, Firms FC is proud to select Marquinhos. I just don't think he'll repeat it.
Now that's a blue chip.
Now, how I see this is that I'm obviously buying high after winning the treble with PSG, captain of this team, one of the best teams we've seen in recent times. He's part of that. But was he ever really that good? Where we're like saying, brother, this guy next year is going to go back to the Marquinhos we've known for years.
Okay, I do think that at one point he was a very good defender. I'm not going to say he was a top 3 defender in the world at any point in his career, but at the end of the day, he's PSG captain. He has the minutes. He's been playing. But I would probably give this probably a 3.5 because I do think people realize that he isn't at that level. Pacho played head over heels better than him.
What did you think we were going to give him?
A 4?
No.
Bro, we're talking about a PSG team that won everything this year.
And clearly the
he
worst
was
player
part
on
of
the starting 11.
I mean, that's because everybody else is like a 4.5 and 5.
That's why.
Fabian
That's
Ruiz
why.
is like a 2-star in my eyes.
That's stupid.
Crazy.
But-
But Hakimi, head over heels better. Nuno Mendes was head over heels better.
Hakimi could arguably be a 5.
You're saying Pacho's a 4.5 star?
Pacho's a 4.
So then how's Marquinhos a 4?
Because Marquinhos, Pacho this year have played together.
No. Okay.
Pacho was.
What are we
Pacho
talking
was
We've
so
lost the
much
plot
better.
here.
In my honest opinion, I think 3.5 is
Maybe
fair.
you're looking at like just technical ability and stuff, but Marquinhos is still a main pillar of that.
I
PSG
think
team.
even at 3.5, it's good value to
It's
be
very
honest.
good value.
Because I think they're looking to buy another center back, and I think whoever they buy at that center back position will actually take Marquinhos.
I was even looking at Kim Pembe. I'm like, can this guy take Marquinhos' starting spot?
Pembe stock's like literally
He's
1
injured. He's
star.
always
But
injured.
him and Højlund, literally brothers.
You guys can't look at the other rest of the team where there's a world-class player on every position and then tell me that Marquinhos is not up there.
He's not a 4-star.
Yeah, he's not a 4.
He's for sure a 4-star.
No.
He's not. What's Levi
I think
Colwell?
4 is tough.
3.5.
Levi Cole is better than Marquinhos.
Way better.
No,
than
but you guys are talking about ability or what? What are we doing now?
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like,
He's either a leader. You either gets points for being a leader or he doesn't. You're saying
On
that's what he
ability, he's
doesn't.
a 3-star. He gets that extra half star
Yeah.
for being a
I'm
leader.
just looking at it after the year that PSG has had. Marquinhos was a big part of that team.
Yeah.
He needs to be at least 4-star.
No.
At least.
No.
That's I would have taken Marquinhos at a 3.5 star and
4-star is crazy. That would have been the first pick off the draft.
Yeah.
I think 3.5 is fair.
Whatever.
I think Pacho's closer to a 4 than.
Pacho is a 4.
Yeah.
Pacho is a 4.
And I'd be hesitant to give
Why?
him
Like
a 4.
Marquinhos
But
was
I-
like
Pacho's a lot better than
unnoticeably
Marquinhos.
worse.
I'm just saying everybody on that PSG team must be at least
No.
4.
No.
Fabian Ruiz is a 4.
No, he's not. What? Fabian Ruiz is a 3.5. And you're talking about a Glazer here. You're talking about Glaze. I'm
low-key, I
top
don't know.
Glaze.
But you need
I
to.
hate Varvar.
You
He's
need
more
to
of a
add.
4.
Huh?
I'd say Fabian Ruiz.
Fabian is a 4. But just
No.
because of what the PSG has done.
Yeah, right now he's a 4.
Yeah.
Now he's overrated. You see?
Fabian
I
Ruiz
think-
is a 4.
Fabian Ruiz for
Right
4
now,
star. That
yes.
is free value.
Yes,
That's
right
free
now.
value.
Bro, that will be my number one. That will be my number
Do
one
it.
midfielder.
Do
I
it.
free
will.
value right there. And I'm a Fabian Ruiz Glazer.
Do it.
Firms gave his case, but we will be settling with a 3.5 star from Marquinhos. It is now time for Pala to pick his first defender.
The first defender Pala FC will be selling stocks in is Frimpong. I just don't think there is a space in a 4-back for Frimpong in that system. It won't work out.
First F-grade pick of the draft. In
This
my
is
this
this
bad.
is a good player, just does not fit Liverpool whatsoever.
I completely disagree.
That
Have you
does
been
not
watching
fit.
preseason? I've
Yeah.
been watching Liverpool preseason.
I have not.
Because
Yeah,
I have to pocket watch one of the biggest Man United rivals, but we're nowhere near going to finish on the table once again.
Who do they play?
They played Preston North End. So actually, and
before
Stoke
that?
City, they actually played Stoke City as well. So I don't know if you think you got me there or something like that, but you didn't get me. But basically, Frimpong has been playing basically right wing for he's been basically in the opponent's box.
Which
I
is
think
what he
this-
excels at.
Perfect
Yes. We all know
profiling for slot. I think this is a bad pick. I'm going to give him 3.5 star right now, to be honest.
I was more thinking
So
about
he's a
the
so he's a,
right.
he's a
no,
four.
so he's Marquinhos
He's a
level.
four. He's a 4, bro. Frimpong last
Oh,
year.
don't be salty, Firms. Don't be salty. What? Don't be salty, bro.
No, I don't think that 4 is that crazy to
talking about
say.
what?
He is better
But I
than-
also,
he is
I
better
also
than
don't-
Marquinhos.
I also
He-
don't think 3 is
Oh,
crazy
you're
to say
saying
either.
4.5?
No, he is not better than Marquinhos. Sorry.
Yeah, he's not.
I
but-
think last year, I mean, well, no, not last year.
I don't know.
maybe
At
2
two
years
different
ago.
positions. I don't know. Like if you're basing
Hard
it
to
off
judge.
positions, I think Frimpong right now his ceiling has been elevated because he's at Liverpool.
This is not
right
two and a half. This is not 2 seasons ago. Last season, Frimpong was not better than Marquinhos.
I'm gonna be the how do you say the man in the middle?
The mediator.
2 years ago, well, not last year, the year before, he was a 4-star.
Yes.
Yeah.
This year, he was probably closer to a 3-star. I wouldn't say a 3-star, but he was closer to a 3-star.
He was a 3-star.
I'm 3.5. Sounds right.
Bro, that's crazy. He's
And he
the
got a
same-
big transfer.
He's the same rating
Yes.
as Marquinhos.
And he got a big transfer.
He's going to Liverpool.
He's going
but
to
what does that matter?
He's
With a
going to
guaranteed start
replace.
Okay, so Carreras is a 4-star.
No, because
No,
that's so
obviously
stupid.
not. Why are you
competing
Liverpool's
against
also
that?
better than Real Madrid right now.
Because
What do you
Frimpong
say?
is not
Why
the
don't you want him to be 4?
Bro, because he's not a 4-star.
But why don't you want him?
Because I
to
don't
be?
think he's
want him to
good.
be 4.
I don't think he's good.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
but then
picking
you
him.
would want the stock to be priced at a higher because
Yes.
then the drop
Okay,
would be.
so put him a 4-star, but he's
No,
just
he's
not a
3.5.
4-star.
3.5, I would say.
3.5,
is fair.
I think is fair.
I'm confused though, because you want the player to drop in stock.
Yes.
That's why you're shorting him.
I know, but my agenda against Frimpong is stronger than my agenda in this video.
I think this is just a terrible pick, to be honest. So
I
agree.
think 3.5 for this.
3.5.
Sure.
So Frimpong will be joining Pala's portfolio of his stocks that he sees plummeting this season. But Varvar, it is now your turn to pick your defender.
The first player I'm picking had arguably a Team of the Year season last year. I'm not so quite sure for this year. It's Denzel Dumfries.
Ooh, I had him on my short list.
It was a conversation. I think it's a conversation because
Right now, it's peak value.
yes,
It is
I
peak
agree.
value.
Barber FC's already starting with a heater. Already.
I don't know.
We
that
won,
CL
we
final,
won the longing.
that CL final kind of like cooled it down quite a little
Cooled it
bit.
down.
But
yeah.
that Champions League semi-final did help his stocks a little bit.
Yes, but I think on aggregate,
World
like, the
Cup.
overall jump wasn't as much.
Bro, this guy's getting Barca links. I never imagined this guy
because
getting Barca.
his release clause is 25 million.
Yeah, I think that's more
Club
value
World Cup,
than-
you also got into a fight with Acuna. If you're sinking that low, I don't know how high of a
gone.
stock I can put you.
Yeah, but I don't think you can. You guys cannot look me straight in the face right now and say it's 3-star. We're working with 3.5 or
3.5 or
higher.
4. I would say either 3.5 or 4 because in his position, in that right wing back position, I do think he's one of the top players.
I think this is just a bad purchase at 3.5 stars because he knew it was gonna be 3.5. But how much can Denzel Dumfries really drop?
Like he needs to
A
have
lot.
Tejon
Luis
Buchanan levels
Enrique,
of
I think,
ass.
for you, same thing. You think Connor Bradley's going to take that starting right wing back role. I think Luis Enrique is going to take that right wing
That's
back
true.
role.
He is a Luis Enrique enjoyer.
Yes.
But
Makes
I don't
sense.
know. I don't see it right now.
So what would you give him?
Probably closer to a 4.
4?
I'm saying,
Inter bias.
what are you saying, Firms?
3.5.
I'm going 3.5 too.
3.5, then it's 3.5.
We'll do 3.5. I actually picked him thinking it was going to be 3.5. I could easily see this going to 3, or even potentially, if he has a really bad season, 2.5 stars.
I think it's a good purchase because, as you said, if Luis Enrique starts even half of the games that Inter is playing, that's a drop to a 3.
But what will the bar be? Because let's set this up right now. If Denzel Dumfries is a starter for Inter the entire season and
Yes.
Inter have a decent campaign, title push, Champions
It
League,
depends how he
quarterfinals.
plays, because Inter could still play well with him on the
No,
bench.
but I know you're gonna try to spin it that he was shit because he didn't score or assist like he did last season. Like you're gonna try to do some thought mob rating bullshit.
Bro, if he
plays
has an
every game-
average season, it's 3 stars. He had a very good season this year.
Yeah, he had a great season.
Yeah.
Great
So
season.
if he
that
has an
next step.
average season, it's 3 stars.
I would only
Well,
say
average.
that
He has a new average now.
No, well, exactly. So if he has an average season,
No, he has to have a bad season to drop.
no,
That's how stocks work.
no.
Yes.
If he plays at the same level as, let's say, fucking
Okay, Varvar. Let me
right
teach
now-
you something
right now
about
it's
stocks. Okay. Let's say Apple goes to their earnings for your annual earnings, and they say we had $500 billion in revenue this year. Okay. Now next year, for them to be worse, they have to go lower than 500 million.
If Dumfries has the same season as he did last year, then yeah, my stock is not going down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
But if his new average is last season,
yeah, if he has a below average season, which I think he will, then he goes down.
it depends. But also you have to keep in mind there might be a transfer in the works. You don't know.
And I think if he goes to Barca, that's gonna be a failure also. They're gonna hate.
Koundé
players
starts
like him.
over him, so
who are you gonna? Who would you start?
All I'm hearing is that Varvar FC got good value.
I
That's
don't think
all
you
I'm
did.
hearing right now.
I don't think you did.
Let's move on to the mids.
I like it as a show.
Boys, we are now on to the midfielder positions, and I will be picking my first midfielder. Let's see who will be joining my portfolio. The first midfielder in my portfolio is none other than Martin Odegaard. He did not have that good of a season. I think it might actually even be worse.
Ooh, on my short list.
Decent choice.
This is I don't know, because the discourse is that some people are saying buy the stocks, some people are saying sell the
my
stocks.
issue with this, Millie, is
Melly heard us talking about Odegaard, shorting Odegaard stocks, and he sneakily wrote it down.
That was my first
Sneakily
name
wrote
on
it
my
down.
whole
My-
board.
my-
That was my first name in my
he did-
portfolio.
he did say I already had it
stuck
down.
that in.
Sur ma mère.
tactically-
Sur sa mère.
Sur ma
Ça,
mère.
c'est très,
That was
très-
the first name on my portfolio as soon as I
tactically
started.
put that wording in so you guys can have discourse over this.
There's no
Odegaard
discourse.
next season, he had a bad season.
yes,
So
Yes.
you're buying him at a low.
yes,
I'll be
but
honest.
No, but
once
his
again,
high. The thing is that Arsenal fans are still propping him up
No.
as
2
an elite
years ago
midfielder.
when he
Yes,
scored
they are.
those 15, 20 goals, he
Yeah.
was a 4.5.
Yeah. Now,
From the public perspective,
Yeah.
he was 4.5.
Now he's a 4.
Last year, he played at a 3.5 level. So this, I would give him a 4 now. I'll give him a 4.
Oh, you give him a 4.
I'll
I
take
give
a
him a
4.
4.
That's value.
Okay.
I would give him a 3.5.
No. It's just so crazy to me how Varvar consistently contradicts his opinions because
Okay.
of videos. When it
So now-
actually matters,
okay.
Agenda?
snap.
So now, when I
now
say
he's a world-class
okay,
player.
So now this
4.
is not a competition of who can speak louder than
4.
each other. Okay, the competition is when I say
new
that
tactic.
when I say
That's a
that
new rage bait
when I
tactic.
say that Bruno Fernandes is a 4.5.
Watch this
When I
tactic.
say that Wirtz
Me
is
not
a 4.5. When I say that Musiala is a 4.5. When I say that KDB is like a 4 or 4.5. That means those are players that are better than Odegaard. They are better. They
Barbara,
deserve
there's
a
no
higher
reasoning.
star rating.
There's no reasoning right now for you.
This is how I see it. I think Bruno is a 4, which makes Odegaard a 3.5.
If Bruno's a 4, I should have invested in him.
Yeah, and
this
for the
video?
last video, yeah.
Yeah.
In last video. Because in my eyes, like a Wirtz, for example, is a 4.5. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but for me, that means that you have to expect him to have a catastrophic season, either through an injury, either through maybe not having playing time.
You're talking
But I
about
do
who?
think Odegaard, because I think 4 right now is what people value him as, one of the best Premier League midfielders.
If he has the same
Nobody-
season as last
nobody
season
does.
this year,
Yes,
he's a
nobody-
3.5.
Our Arsenal fans are the
I hope you
number
know that
one
the world is an
perpetrators of
Arsenal
this.
fan.
Bro,
the
yeah,
world
but
thinks he's
Arsenal
shit.
fans
But the thing
glaze him.
but the thing is that the stock is propped up by the people that know him the best, and those are Arsenal
He
fans.
has a point in that.
He has
because,
no point, bro.
No,
the world
because-
thinks he's shit. Everyone rips him on Twitter every single day. If I see something about
It's a
Odegaard,
meme.
it's negative.
But Arsenal, like, should elevate your stock because you're playing at a good team and
Bro,
you
the
just
fans
had.
don't elevate him.
I don't know about
this is
that.
a 4-star.
After that
I'm curious
season, the
if,
fans
if
have-
fans rate him.
I'm saying 4, but for Varver to put 4, it's just gonna be really funny when we talk about other players, and I'm gonna have to say, so you put him on the same level as Odegaard?
I'm sticking to 3.5. But if the average is 4, like I don't hate it.
I'm gonna say 4, but that's 4 with bias.
You guys can let us know where you would put Odegaard, but I do think I got some value there at 4 stars. It is now up to Firms to pick his first midfielder.
In my midfield department, I'm going with someone who has been great in the past, but the fall off is near. His name is Bernardo Silva.
This is a pick that I'm not, let's say, proud of because I am a Bernardo Silva enjoyer. However, I see as he's getting older, Manchester City is buying Cherkis. They're buying Marmoush is obviously in the team now as a cam. I don't see how he's going to fit in this Man City team. And I think Bernardo Silva's stock is still, in my opinion, at a 4.
I have him as a 4 as well. I personally don't like the selection firms because Pep Guardiola is still the manager. If they change managers, then I would maybe
Bernardo
like it a
Silva's
bit
not
more.
a 4.
Bernardo Silva has always been appreciated by Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
He's always been in his teams. He's never been really dropped ever. Even when he was linked to moves away, he's never been dropped. I don't think that changes now.
One of his favorite players.
But
Yeah.
do you not think that the additions of like a Cherki, for example, is going to limit his minutes?
You're talking about Bernardo Silva is one of the this is gonna come off as crazy, but it's not that crazy. Of the 20th century, of the 21st century, he's looking one of the best midfielders the league has.
Yeah,
seen.
yeah.
So
Yeah, crazy to say.
One of the most consistent.
yeah,
For
so,
sure.
21st century.
of the 21st century, yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's
Well, that's
the
not
amount
crazy
of
to say.
trophies
Are we
he's
in
won
the
at
21st
City. Yeah.
century?
You
or-
won a treble with Man City, like
Bro,
who's
you're
part of
talking
that?
about like
From 2000 on.
Your league's 3 best midfielders of all time are in that mix.
No, they aren't.
Yeah, the 21st century.
If you ask people who watched the 1990s, they say that like Roy Keane, Vieira, are all,
Lampard.
like
Gerrard.
Lampard. Yeah, but low key. If some people say that watch the 1990s, Roy Keane is low key better than all those.
So you're saying that Bernardo Silva is better than KDB, Lampard, Gerrard?
No, I said he's one of. Do you know
there's a longer list.
All right,
There's
so
a longer
Pala, I might have to pull out a dictionary. One of.
There it is.
When they mock
Is-
you,
So I talk about
when they
Bernardo
No, but
mock
it's not
you,
mocking.
you're wrong.
You may actually not know. You may not understand.
Just trying to enjoy some
have fun
Bernardo
there.
Silva ball.
But saying Bernardo Silva 4-star after what season did he? What?
He had a good season. He didn't have a spectacular. I think we also hold Bernardo Silva to standards that, as we said, he's one of the best midfielders we've
Prem.
seen in the Premier League.
Of the past.
Of the past.
Yeah,
I'm
he-
saying 3.5 stars. I'm cutting the shit.
But I do think that his level slightly maybe dipped last season, but
Yeah.
he
The
was
whole team
still a
did.
top player.
At his
Definitely.
peak, Bernardo Silva was a 4.5.
Yes.
Yes.
Easily.
Treble season.
He's not at his
even
peak.
before that.
He's a 4.
I would say 4. I think 4 is fair.
And like for example, we've seen Pep like with the KDB situation. Pep is able to let go of these older guys who have been legends for the club.
But he doesn't though. He's proved time and time again that he doesn't. He
KDB played well
He
last
always
year.
returns.
KDB did play well.
Gundogan. He just keeps returning back to Gundogan.
But you- I don't-
pulled him back from a Barca move.
I don't think Gundogan is going to play well next year. I just
No,
don't
I'm
think
just
he has
Not
it.
good.
Pep always reverts to his proven older guys.
It has failed this year, and that's why I think he's going to change strategy. That's my prediction at least.
So Bernardo Silva, welcome to Firms' portfolio. It is now Pala's turn to pick his first midfielder.
After a big money transfer to Manchester City, I just think there are too many players at Manchester City. Tijani Rangers will get pushed to the bench eventually, or at least rotation. He is my first selection at midfield.
That was my underrated pick.
Didn't
Man
make the
City.
short list for me, but
Did you
I
buy
thought
a
about
stock
it.
in him?
Yeah,
I did buy stock in him.
And we
That's
gave,
why-
we
that's
gave
why
him
we're
a
gonna
4.
stock market Mill.
Yeah, that's what it is. Some people are bullish, some people are bearish. It's what it is.
And I got him at a 4-star, right?
You got him
Get him at a 4
Unless
star.
something changed within the last week.
No.
Get him at a 4 star.
Yeah, we have to give him a 4-star. But
Yeah.
I don't remember what I gave him as a star rating last week. I think it was either 3.5 or 4.
You had said lower, 3.5, I think. I was the one saying 4-star because after the season he's had, he's definitely a 4-star.
No, listen, Rangers is a good player, but they have so many midfield options.
Including Bernardo.
Yeah, but what is this?
Including
What is
But
this
one
Pep
second, you
roulette
may
that
not
you
get
guys are
him. You may not
discussing?
get him at 4 stars because 4 stars was when Millie picked him and us 3 rated him. Now it's up to me, Firms, and Millie to rate him.
I don't think that's how it works.
You bought him at the stock price. Stock price. You can't change
Yeah.
the stock price. I would say stock price right now is set at 4.
I think 4 sounds right.
This guy's just talking.
your
Yeah,
rage
You wanted to
bait.
see what he could do.
But, like, listen, at the Club World Cup, he was very good.
I don't think he was.
I thought he had some good performances, and you saw how he slotted in the team. And I think him and Rodri together is a perfect partnership in the midfield.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to cook.
I do think in a more serious game, in the Premier League or in Champions League, I do see him thriving. So That's why I bought stocks in him. So we're gonna have to see. It's a battle of.
He's been low
Millie.
key good in preseason. I can't cap or like Club World Cup. Sorry.
Yeah, his defensive.
I don't think he was. I watched the game.
His defensive flaws are covered when a Rodri is next to him. He doesn't have to do.
But that was the same with any midfielder next
Yeah.
to Rodri the whole time he's been at Manchester
true.
City. So
And Pep's playing a bit different this year. He's playing higher up the pitch, so we'll have
He
to
is.
see.
So Tijani Reindeer somehow makes it in both of these videos. We're gonna have to see how well or how poorly he does in this upcoming season. But up next, Varvar, pick your first midfielder.
My second choice is linked to a transfer, which may backfire, but I'm not so sold on the hype. It's Luis Diaz.
Was on my short list. I do think.
I don't like this pick.
No. This is a
So,
good pick.
One of the most overrated footballers in the world.
No.
Nobody thinks this guy is that good.
You were calling him elite last season.
But go check the most recent time I spoke.
Bro,
about him.
Liverpool, how many elite
I'm gonna say
Luis
this.
Diaz?
I think he's good. He's a good left
Are you
winger.
kidding? I said that Cody Gakpo would get a starting spot over Luis
You
Diaz.
said Luis Diaz is an elite player. I know you said
And
that.
I said that
I think that was me.
Cody Gakpo would start over Luis Diaz.
No, I'm not even apologizing. I think he's a good player, but you look at Liverpool's circumstances right now, he's forcing a move out of Liverpool. And if he does stay, you have a Nketiah coming in, you have a Wirtz coming in, Gakpo is heating up. Where's he gonna play?
He probably won't.
So I think it's a good stock to
you tried. You
short.
tried to Ekitike. You tried to the opposite of Ekitike, where you bought Ekitike before a transfer. We know what's happening with Luis Diaz. That's the problem. So that's going into the stock price.
So him going to Bayern can potentially raise his stock.
This could
also.
backfire. Yeah, this could backfire. I think it's a
could
good
raise
gamble
his
though.
stock.
lowers it. To me.
This is to me is either 3.5 or a 4 in between. I'm personally
agree.
have a 3.5.
If
Like-
Odegaard's 4.
3.5.
3.5.
Given the season he's had,
If Odegaard's 4, then Luis Diaz should be 4.
yeah.
I do think that Odegaard has proven a bit more in his Arsenal career to warrant a 4.
Who was better last season?
I mean, Liverpool as a team was better last
But
season.
we take the transfer news into account. He's going from a Premier League winning team.
He
with
could
Mo
go to
Salah.
Bayern. Like, Bayern's an easy... Like, I can hate Luis Diaz all I want. The casual will see Luis Diaz drop 15 and 15. Oh, okay, he's amazing.
Barber's doing what basically happens in the stock market. Okay, big companies push out propaganda that that the stock is shit, and then they short it on the side. You're saying to sell it. Why are you hyping up?
Luis
Bayern?
Diaz, I think, is overrated, but he could easily go to Bayern and just blindly have a good season.
But then that's why I think 3.5 is fair, because then if he has a decent season, but then people prop it up of 15 goals, 15 whatever, 15 in the Bundesliga,
He's gonna be a 4.
He would be a 4. I don't think he'd ever reach 4.5.
But he had a good season last year in the Prem.
A good season in the Prem is probably
4.
3.5.
No.
3.5.
At 3.5.
Brother, come on.
I'm with Varver on this. I think it's 4.
No.
You can't.
Especially, like we've seen.
That's crazy.
Especially like
It's
he
not a
scored a
4.
hat trick on Leverkusen during
Bro, are
Champions
we
League. Like he had
kidding?
very good performances throughout the year. It's just obviously
Spread
was
out.
inconsistent.
Exactly.
He was.
Yeah,
he
but
wasn't.
he had good
inconsistent.
performances.
Cody Gakpo in the Champions League started over him.
So what I'm hearing
Yeah,
is
that's
that Luis
rotation.
Diaz and Dumfries
But Luis Diaz
are
scored
level.
3 goals against Leverkusen on Champions League night.
One night. What about the rest of the nights when
Box
Cody
to
Gakpo
box,
started?
you fail to amaze me every single video, you guys.
So he averages a
Based off
3.5.
position. Stock value in position.
Bernardo Silva 4.
You did that.
And
Why? Where would you have put him?
Luis Diaz right now,
Yes.
he's a 4-star.
Right
a
next to
force
Bernardo
But I
Silva
mean-
these days, huh?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva did not have a good season last year. Luis
But
Diaz
you
was
know-
saying
but
Luis
you know
Diaz was
Bernardo could be
better.
better.
Luis Diaz was better than Bernardo Silva last year. This is not me to say Luis Diaz is a fucking dog shit player. I picked him because right now he's overrated. You guys just disagree, but whatever, it's fine.
No, I'm with 4-star.
I'm with 3.5.
I prefer 3.5.
So then 3.5. I don't care, but it's just
4, 3.5, 3.5. What does that come out to?
3.5.
3.5. So it's 3.5. But it's just you guys. I don't know. Like
Gimmick, Varver, the gimmick.
I guess we're going to have to agree to disagree, but Luis Diaz will be given a 3.5 rating. It is now time for me to pick the first forward. And my first striker in my portfolio that I will be shorting stocks in is a Juventus striker as per. It is Jonathan David. I don't think he's going to do well in Serie A, but we're just going to have to wait and see.
that's not a good
Interesting
pick.
one.
And it's not a good pick. You know why?
No one
Because
rates
these
him.
guys have just shot on him.
3-star.
What, me? I didn't shit on him.
Yeah, you
completely.
did.
3-star?
What did I say?
Wait, you were involved in the exercise when we were going over Serie A strikers better than him.
Yeah, well, not every striker. I didn't say every striker is better than Jonathan David.
I know Varvar rates the stock low, but I would say this is probably a 3-star.
If I hear over 3-star,
3.5 maybe.
3.5, I would say.
3.5 maybe because
You're
he is.
getting Jonathan David for 3.5. That's incredible value potentially.
I mean,
Because he can't go and say 3-star now. The fact that you got firms to say 3.5, that's you played chess.
No,
I
but
can't
I'm
even
being
tap.
unbiased.
John-
LAFC, that's
I'm being unbiased.
you're showing a tactical performance.
but I do think Jonathan David. If the thing is that we've set this bar for him because now he's going to be Juventus starter. He's propped up to be the Vlahovic replacement.
No, he
And
isn't.
and yes, he is.
why are we? No, we're going to the market for a striker. Why are we still negotiating with Kolumani? Why are we trying to get?
And then when you start the season with just Jonathan David up
yeah, but
top,
that
it's
wasn't
gonna
the
be
goal. The
Millie-
goal versus what it actually is two different
Now,
things.
now you see. Now, last week you guys shot on my strategy, but I'm the bigger man here. I can take a step back and realize Millie FC strategy right now is f***ing cooking
he
because
cooked. He
because
cooked.
he's
I'm not
picking
gonna cap.
Jonathan David, a player that Pala actually has to say at minimum 3.5. Odegaard, a player that Pala has to minimum give him 4.
But that's
so
a player I would've
you're
given
setting
4
yourself
anyways.
up very well right now.
But
Millie.
no, but I don't agree with that because he's picking players that everyone else shits on except for me. So congrats, you got a 0.5 star from my bias, but you also lost 0.5 star from both
I
of
don't know.
your
He
bias.
collected one. Like the issue is that Odegaard, I had to take a step back and realize, okay, you know what? He's not a 4.5.
No, because
but-
now the agendas show. Like I'm glad he's doing this because now
But
the
now
true agenda
firms
is
put
showing.
firms put 3.5. He somehow got a half star out of him. So
So you think he's good?
I think he's a 3.5 striker.
So
When
he's a
you look-
Marquinhos level player.
I said Marquinhos
Yeah,
is a
he's
4.
like a middle of the pack
so he's as
striker
good
in
as
world
Luis
football.
Diaz. Okay, thank you.
I said Luis Diaz is a 4.
Yeah, he did say Luis Diaz is a
I said
4.
Luis
So-
Diaz
so-
is a 4, Marquinhos is a 4, but
So
John-
Pala is gonna look you straight in the face right now. Tell
I
you
will.
Jonathan David is 3.5. Meanwhile, he gave Luis Diaz
Yeah,
the
crazy.
same star rating as Jonathan David. Can
Okay,
Pala
so
go do it right now?
All right, so you want me to give Jonathan David a 3-star?
Just give whatever you think.
He got him though, I can't lie.
What did you say?
I gave him a 3-star.
What'd you give him?
3.5.
Do you think he's good?
I think I'm telling you, he's
But
an
firms
average
gave Luis
striker.
Diaz a 4-star, so I don't
Yes.
mind him giving him a
Yes.
3.5.
What'd you
Go,
give Odegaard?
Pala.
Odegaard, I give a 4. 3.5, sorry.
Millie, you also gave f***ing 3.5. So you're also kind of stupid. But go on.
So you gave Odegaard a 3.5.
3.5. I
And
think
so you
Bernardo
Jonathan
Silva's
Da-
better.
You think we have an Odegaard on our team? You think we just signed an Odegaard level player?
I've been calling Odegaard ass all year. I don't think that's something you want me to say.
But I'm just saying we have an Odegaard level player on our team.
What are you trying to, you're not going to convert me. I think he's
Deflecting
a
blame is
3.5.
crazy.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, but I mean, I
What are you
would.
looking at me for? I'm not
Luis
answering you.
Diaz is the same level player as Jonathan David.
Varvar, you're not an alpha, bro. I don't listen to you. You're a beta. So just
Are you talking about football?
Let's talk about football, bro. I think Jonathan
it's a
David.
good- yeah, go.
Jonathan David right now is at the end of the day is coming to a team that should be fighting for top 4 aspirations. This is a Juventus team that has, they have the goals of making Champions League.
we glaze.
It's not glazed.
They'll
I'm
have
just
some
saying.
standards.
There's
Millie's
standards.
a Juve
Here.
fan. We know this.
There's standards here, so I'm gonna give him 3.5.
Yeah. And you factor in.
I'm glad you guys could agree on me with this.
It's unbiased, bro.
Okay, take a 3.5.
Bro, if he was at Inter, I'd give him a 3.5 too.
So you're putting him 3.5.
Yep.
Okay. Pala FC stocks actually like never been more mudded.
Varvar, what happens when
I'm actually the only one that's made sense this entire video so far. Because firms Odegaard 3.5 and Jonathan David 3.5 is kind of crazy.
Varvar's the schizophrenic guy. He's just talking to himself.
Bro, as a,
No one understands me.
you got to factor in also like striker and Cam are different positions. Like a Cam is supposed to do way more than what Odegaard
Millie,
is doing.
Jonathan David 3.5 is the best value so far in the draft. I'm not even kidding.
Great value.
So the boys are saying I got value for Jonathan David at 3.5 stars, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. It is now Firms' turn to pick his first forward.
There has been a lot of movement at Inter, and I am selling Lautaro stocks.
Conversation. Listen, hey. He was on my short list.
Firms FC cooking one more
On your
time.
short list, you are not an Inter fan.
2 Inter players on your short
It's
list.
on my short list, bro.
Bro, you picked Di
I'm
Marco,
not-
you were about to pick Lautaro.
No, I didn't say how far up he was on.
Well,
my
Lautaro
short
was shit this season.
No, he wasn't.
Shit.
For his standards, he wasn't good.
In Champions
standards,
League,
sure.
he was very good. In
yeah,
Champions
yeah,
League,
he was. But
fantastic.
he was below standards in Serie A.
I'm-
To the
Serie A, I was
point where
expecting
you,
more.
you,
I was
you
expecting
allowed hate
more.
on him.
Right
this season.
now, I'm saying low-key 4 stars. He's a 4-star.
I do think he's around a 4. But
He's not
still,
a 4.5.
He still said he has
At
best
his
striker.
peak, he was 4.5.
He said he has best striker.
But his peak, what, changes bi-monthly? Like, I thought he was the best striker we've f***ing seen
I
in the past year.
also
He hasn't
do,
said that in a while.
Yeah, I
Wow.
also do think
Why,
that
do you-
I also do think that Lautaro this season was used like a dirty rag.
Yes.
Just rinsed out every game. Okay, get back on there. Like,
Yeah, but he was also. I feel like he wasn't fit this season.
I don't think he had time to recover with anything. Like, he was just playing. The discrepancy between our two top strikers and our bench was craters.
He was Inzaghi's. He was what Arteta and Saka is to Inzaghi.
Regardless if he's injured or not, you have to try to
gotta
get
play
him on
him.
the pitch.
Yeah.
Like, he basically used shots to get into the Barca game where he
Yeah.
scored. So, like,
True.
you know what I mean? Like, he was pushing the limits. But I
But
do think this
I
season,
can't justify giving him 4.5
Yeah.
right now. And
No,
he wasn't
definitely
asked
not.
enough to put
I'll
three
take
and a
a
half
4.
either.
I'll take a 4.
I think 4 is fair right now. I think if you asked me last season, I probably would have said 4.5.
Would you have said 5?
I wouldn't have said 5.
No,
but
I don't think
probably said
Lautaro was
4.5.
ever 5.
I don't think so either. But I don't know.
But if
Maybe
he
the
drops
Ballon d'Or
another, if
season,
he has
whatever.
the same season he had last year as this year, you're looking at a 3.5 striker, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks to say it, but
especially
Then why are we
if,
giving him a 4?
Because he still has the reputation of being f***ing Lautaro Martinez.
still a very good player.
he's a
That's like
leader printer.
Odegaard. Odegaard was a 4-star. Once again, I'm the only one that's been making sense.
No,
this
you
entire
haven't,
video.
because now that you said consistency matters, your picks have some been reactionary.
But I do think
Odegaard has
Lautaro.
had a generational season in the Prem.
He had a 4.5 season. Last year, he was a 3.5, so I gave him, what did I give him? A 4-star. VAR FC made sense.
I think Lautaro at 4 is fair. I don't think he's 4.5. I don't think he's 3.5.
I'll take 4.
And what?
Yeah, 4.5 would have been
way too much.
his height. No,
That'd been very good value.
I mean,
Like, though, right now.
what would you give a Gyökeres, for example, right now?
4.5.
4-star.
I don't know. I don't remember what I said.
4.5.
3.5.
Which one
or 4?
golden boot?
Yeah, I would say 4.5.
He didn't win Golden Boot.
I think I said
One.
4.
Mbappe.
The coefficients and shit.
So, got it.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I have a feeling that there are gonna be some more Inter players picked. Pala, it is your turn to pick your forward.
A possible Ballon d'Or winner, Ousmane Dembele, is just not that guy. He will not repeat and have another Ballon d'Or winning season next season. It's just not happening. Welcome to my team.
Horrible choice.
From dust you come, from dust you shall return, as they say.
That's insane.
Ousmane Dembele is shooting so... Bro, this is a guy that's rolling with some 10s right now. Meanwhile, he has a history of 4s. Bro, we know the real Dembele.
Yeah, exactly. So are we
And this
ready to
ain't
give
him.
him a 5-star?
He's a 5-star.
I don't know.
Bro, he's the second... He's probably
He was a 5-star last year. But is he a 5-star?
He's a 5-star.
He's a 5-star this year. This is probably his best season in
He's a
terms of
5-star.
PR,
But
in
that's what I
terms
meant.
of performance.
Like this I meant this
Don't
season he was a
debate this. This is a
5-star.
5-star.
But before this season, he wasn't a 5-star.
I'd say he's probably 3.54.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to take the average, just like we've done for the entire thing.
Okay, wait. I agree with you on
He's trying to
some
manipulate
things.
you guys. This is
However,
crazy.
I
No.
do think that this season
Are we
was
being serious?
exceptional.
Brother, he's a
Yes, this
5-star.
year he was a 5-star. I'm not debating that.
Yeah.
But before this season, we wouldn't even have called him a 4.5. So it's just like Odegaard. Like last year, he was a 3.5. I didn't sit here and say he was
Don't
a
get
he's a
drawn in. I see
3.5.
your eyes
But
changing.
what I'm trying to
It's
say
not a
is,
one-year thing.
yeah, but
He's about to win a
Odegaard,
Ballon d'Or. Come on,
Odegaard
Ballon d'Or. Let it die.
has shown that he may decline. Dembele right now, all I see is an upward projection.
Who's to say this is not a one-year thing?
But
That's
he
my
hasn't
prediction.
indicated that to be possible right now.
He gets one injury. He's also injury-prone his entire career, except for
Barbara,
this
this
year.
is a 5-star. How are you debating this, bro?
I don't think it's a 5-star.
about to
I
win a
think this is a
Ballon d'Or.
4.5.
What are you talking about?
Because
He's-
you're only putting this year into
Yes.
consideration. No, that's not what we've done the entire thing.
So what do you consider?
How's Rangers 4 stars? How?
What do you mean? How is Rangers 4-star?
How? He
Because
just had
ever
one
since
good
he
season
joined
last-
Milan, he was good. It's not just last year he was good.
Yeah, but I would
last
say the year
season-
before he was probably a 3-star.
Yeah, 3.5.
I didn't give Rangers a 4-star, by the way. So you guys
Give it
are
3.5.
once again. I'm the only one that's been logical.
So why is Bernardo Silva higher then? Because historically,
because Bernardo
was one of the
Silva
best.
historically was a 4.5. Last year he wasn't a 4.5.
But I do see your logic for most of them, but this one, especially right now,
Okay,
he
forget
has
the
not
stars.
indicated anything.
Forget the stars. This is a 5-star. But forget the stars. There's no reality where Dembele follows up that season with another Dembele season. It's not possible.
So
It's
you're
just not
literally
possible.
saying, first of all, he can't lose money on this pick.
A 5-star, you can't. Like, it really, if he has another Ballon d'Or level season or somewhat close.
He theoretically can't lose value.
So then
So
we
last
could be-
week when you were finding loopholes,
VAR FC, I'm like the greatest.
So then theoretically, no, I could have picked Hoyland. I could have picked 5 Hoylands last
They
week.
call me Varvar Buffett.
Varfit.
Varfit.
Varfit. Farfart.
I'm putting 4.5.
I just find loopholes where others don't. And this week, bro, stop trying to find loopholes, bro.
No, because
I actually don't think. Do you think he's gonna have a good season next season?
I think he's not going to have the same level of season, so he's going to be a 4.5 next year, and then Palace can be like, oh, I got a free half star.
Okay, so what about this? What were his stats this season? Are you able to pull them up?
Insane.
Because then we should set a line as to where do we constitute the drop off.
Yes.
Do you get what I mean?
Why are we doing this for my player?
Well, because this is the Ballon d'Or leader right now. Like you're picking a
But
Ballon
Valverde
d'Or
thinks he's
leader
a
and you're saying that he's gonna have a
The
down.
Ballon d'Or winner won't even be a
So
5-star.
basically, we should give him insta 5-star, even though the year before he got 18 goals and assists in 42 games, but last year he got 49 in 53. But he's a 5-star. Without a doubt, he's a 5-star. You're treating him like he's Haaland and Mbappe. Like, no, he's not Haaland and Mbappe. He's right below.
Are those the only 2 5-stars? Then
Haaland, Mbappe, Yamal are the only 5-stars.
Salah?
Salah actually, yeah, Salah's a 5-star. Saka's not a 5-star. Get the out of here. I was trying to claim 5 stars.
Harry Kane?
You would give him.
Harry Kane is where I draw
5-star.
the line, low key.
He's a 5-star.
He might be the bottom 5-star.
But all these guys are 5-stars, but they're not about to win a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, exactly. But they were 5-stars for multiple years. They're not just 5-star for 1 year and call it a day.
So Yamal, you're no longer a 5-star.
Yamal has been a 5-star the day he's fucking touched pitch.
Bro, come on, man.
It really depends what type of logic we're going with.
yeah, I think this one really
I
depends.
can't believe Varvar's.
If you're only using last year as your barometer, yes, he's a 5-star. I can't even debate that.
I
thing is,
can't
I would
believe
say-
he's convincing you. You just got manipulated so hard.
It's not convincing, bro.
He's manipulating you by trying to say, bro, you're letting Varvar
no,
manipulate.
because
not
they had
getting
opinions. They
manipulated.
had opinions, and you just went on a 15-minute rant.
I just said it. The Bell is a 5. I'm sticking to that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's anything lower than that.
You're
but
using only, so wipe last year out of the equation. What is he?
But you can't do that. That doesn't make any sense.
So for the entire thing, we were using like basically, if we're only using last year's barometer, DiMarco should be a 2-star.
Okay, so take out Yamal's last season, and what is he?
You still 4.5, probably.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
He was f***ing nuts.
Bro, he won the Euros. He was the best player at the Euros.
There's
He's
a
a 4.
conversation of him winning the
No,
Ballon d'Or
he's a
and saying he was
4.5.
too young to win
No.
the Ballon d'Or.
Bro, this guy made top 30 at Ballon d'Or last year.
I'm not gonna waste more time on this. If you want to check his
Yeah.
stats, you can check. If you wipe out Yamal's last year, he's not a 5-star.
I just don't think you could just cut out this. This is a Ballon d'Or
agree.
level season.
I agree.
The stock is at an all-time high right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him a 5-star.
So Dembele will be given a 5-star rating. Personally, I think it'll take a lot to drop down to a 4.5 even, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Varvar, it is now time to pick your forward.
My first attacker is actually a Premier League player who will always bag goals, but I don't think he will this year. It's Heung-min Son.
See, I don't think that's a good pick. I just don't think that's a good pick. You're
Why?
picking a guy when he's already like down.
Okay, but once again, you have to take into account the reputation of Heung-min Son. That he is going to be minimum 3.5.
So
That's absolute
yeah,
bottom.
the way
I was gonna say 3.5.
That's bottom.
So
I was gonna say
but
3.5.
Varvar, the way I see it is is he not aging?
But last year he was a 3.5. Yes, he was aging. Last year was 3.5. But Odegaard, we let his reputation.
Okay, but this is about Son. He didn't have a great season.
I agree, but by his standards, he still scored like 15 goals.
And he's getting worse in his career.
He scored 15
He's
goals.
getting older.
So you're buying a player that you predict next season will not have the
Not even
same
gonna start.
level.
Yeah, it might not even start. That's
Might
the
not
thing.
even start. So you're
honestly a good
seeing,
pick, to
you're
be
seeing
honest.
opportunity, you're seeing value. I think 3.5 is fair based off the level of player he is. If you guys agree, I'm good with 3.
Listen, I'm gonna be real. I'm giving him 3.5 off of his history, which maybe I shouldn't, but realistically last season, how many games did he
Last
play?
year he's a 3.5. I can pull up his stats.
I'd be curious to
now,
see.
Now with all the additions that Spurs have, I mean, is there even a place for Son? Like
Last year he
already
got
he was
50
benched.
He got 16 goals and assists in the Prem last year.
And that's good.
It's pretty good.
It's very good.
Yeah, that's very
No,
good.
it's horrible. For Sun standards, he got 7
yeah,
goals, 9
for-
assists.
for
Oh,
Son
sorry.
In his
standards.
Yeah.
peak, Son is a 4.5 level player.
Yeah.
But just to say 3.5, just because of Son off reputation should be at 4 because that year was a down year. But
But I don't use the
last
same
year,
reputation value as you do. I would give, I'll say Sun 3.5 stars. But if he was just an isolated of last season, I'd say 3 stars. I'm
Yeah.
giving that 0.5 stars.
I do
reputation.
agree. Yeah,
The
I
Son-
think that's fair.
The Sun stock definitely took a hit last year.
Definitely took a hit.
if a player gets 16 goals returns, like Eze's what? In the Prem, he's a 3.5, potentially even 4. Potentially, if you rate him really high.
Yes.
But he's not going to be. No, if you said 3 stars, that's absolutely
No.
egregious to say.
Eze can't be 3.
But they got the same goal returns.
But
No,
I do. But again, you want to look at the player. You knew the heights of Son. He's going downwards. Eze is going upwards. Just because they're at equilibrium doesn't mean it's the same trajectory.
But trajectory is not straight downwards.
Analyst.
Yeah, that was pretty.
No, but just
Like,
it's not
this is
straight
what I'm
down.
trying to say.
No, but
Analysts
Millie,
of the math.
Millie. So Lewandowski, the
Yes.
year Xavi left, scored 20 goals. Last year he scored 40. Trajectory is not just straight down.
I never said it was straight down. I'm bringing up 2 specific players that you just
see
brought
Son
up
going
right
up?
now.
But if we said Lewandowski 2 years ago, if we said Lewandowski last year before Flick came in,
Yeah.
we probably would have said Lewandowski, that's a 3.5.
No, he wouldn't have because he probably put up fucking generational
He put up
stats.
20 goals.
Yeah,
he
but
put
in
up
the
20
season
goals
before
in
that-
40 games.
But then you want to look at his past season. This guy was the best striker in the world for 10 years.
Exactly.
So then I'm going to give him a 4-star. I'm going to give him 4.5.
Exactly, and this year he proved that he's a 4 or 4.5.
Whatever, what do you want? At this point, I'll just give you whatever
No,
you
it's
want.
3.5. I don't mind.
No,
'cause
4.5, just for you.
Just for you, my friend.
Just for you. No, I do think 3.5 for Son is more than fair. More than fair. So Heung-min Son will be given a 3.5-star rating. We'll see if it goes down from here. But now it is now time to pick my second defender. The second defender in my shorts portfolio is the new Bayern signing, Jonathan Tah. He's low-key on fraud watch. That's why I'm selling his stock.
I had him.
Firms.
That was my next pick.
We're on the same wavelength. But I'll give my reasoning. I will say Jonathan Tah, 3.5.
I agree with 3.5.
that's your reasoning. You said I
Oh,
would
no.
give my reasoning.
Sorry.
Jonathan Tah,
Sorry.
3.5.
I'll give my rating 3.5. Here's my reasoning. Here's my reasoning. I do think that his Bayern move wasn't the right one. I don't think that the system suits him in a 4-back. I do think that he's more of a 3-back merchant.
So you think he's
Central center back.
He's
Would
slow
have
as shit.
been a great Inter acquisition, but
I don't
unfortunately
know about that.
would have been
not? That would've
no, I think it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
his
Serie A.
his counterpart.
He wasn't even that good in the 3-back. Like, this is one of the most overrated center backs in the world for the last couple of years.
And I do think he will be exposed at Bayern this season. So
He turns like a bus. So wingers are gonna get a hold of him. Those Bundesliga wingers are gonna feast.
Yeah. And I think Bayern fans agree with you. I'm not going to cap.
So everyone agrees with him. So what are we putting on that
yeah,
star-wise?
stock-wise, what do you guys feel?
Everyone's saying shit. The world
3.5.
agrees.
You know,
He's still a Bayern level starter. He's a Bayern starter.
I did say 3.5, but then I'm looking at Marquinhos 3.5.
You know what? I'll give 3.5, so you can give a 3 if you want.
What does that change?
Nothing.
Your
But just
personal
that you can give your personal opinion.
I'll go 3.
3?
Putting Marquinhos and Jonathan Tah at the same level after the season that Marquinhos has had.
I understand, but I do think that it takes a lot for a starting defender at a top team to go down to 2.
Well, Firms. Frimpong got put on the same as Marquinhos, and it's similar situation.
I said Frimpong before.
Yeah.
I did say that.
Seems I got off easy with the Jonathan Tah at 3.5 stars, but now it is up to Firms to fill in his second defender position.
For my next pick, I'm selecting a player that has just come off of an ACL injury, so I don't think he's going to be at the levels again. His name is Bremer.
The Juventus Dawn.
Had to be slid in. I think it's just one of those
What a
players.
hater. This guy's
Yeah.
a f***ing
Bro,
hater.
he just got his ACL torn, comes back. We don't know how good he's going to be. So I'm banking that he's going to be shit.
It's been a full year, I think, since
But
he
his
started-
rating will be
before.
affected by
Yes,
the
by
injury.
his injuries, which,
See his leg, bro.
bro,
One of his leg is like
Pulled
this,
pork.
and no, one of his leg is like
Yeah, it's
thin
like,
like
a
this,
twig,
and the other one's like
a
this.
trunk.
and you add on to that Juventus' defense nowadays ain't looking too sharp. He's going to have to do a lot of the carrying.
I think him and Jonathan Tah are treacherous twins. I'm not gonna cap.
3.5.
Brick feet.
I'm giving him 3.5.
This is my reasoning. I think when Bremer was completely healthy before ACL injury, that was a 4-star level.
Change, but you got injured. You
injured.
have no new basis to create. If you plays 10 games and then you still have that opinion, you'll be justified. It's all
Yeah.
prediction at this point.
Yeah, listen, this it's you're banking on the fact that he'll have a rough start to his injury recovery, and overall season won't be as good as his highs.
Holy yeah.
Bro, he was a defender of the year
Yeah.
at Torino.
Yeah.
That's the level.
And at Juve, he was f***ing very good for us. He was
Very
our
good.
best. When he left, it all went downhill.
Exactly.
But now, we haven't seen him.
I'm gonna
that's
give
why-
him 3.5 just based off of uncertainty of the stock.
You know what, Millie? I'll give him 3.5 as well.
But you're telling me if he wins City at Defender of the Year, he
That's
only goes
4.
up to a 4-star.
4.5 maybe.
No, no, because there's still a world stage.
It really depends on how you do it.
You can only
That's all.
get to maybe 4 in your league.
No. What do you mean?
Purely, if you're
Not
like,
if you play in the Prem.
if you play for like in Brentford, you know,
Here, McTominay. What do we say?
4.
4.5.
Because
MVP
again,
of Serie A.
I just
No,
lied.
because the thing is,
MVP of Serie A,
because-
4.5.
I just lied 4.5.
the issue is that I have to see the solidity of that stock. I need him to do it another season.
Can you do it one
I
more?
need it to do another season. Bro,
need one.
that's why I'm saying 4, not 4.5.
You're gonna. I don't even. Don't say that shit ever again. That's a rage bait. Don't. That's not even an attempted rage bait, but you did rage bait me. So don't even try saying that shit. That you
Don't
need to
even
see
try,
it.
okay?
You need to see it for another season. Don't even try telling me that bullshit.
Just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. A good move. I don't know.
Keep that energy for
4.5.
McTominay. Keep that
But
energy.
for McTominay, I feel like he would revert back. He would revert back to his older ways.
Yeah,
3.5.
It's a good stock to sell.
To sell McTominay. I don't think so. I think he's still. Bro, you have De Bruyne next to you. You're gonna do
Yeah, I
well.
think he's gonna do
You're always gonna do well. But I do think Bremer 3.5. It's tough.
It's the uncertainty.
You're banking on the fact that he has a poor season.
and new coach also, and a
Yeah.
3-back.
New
So,
system.
we'll see.
We're gonna have to wait and see for that. But Paula, it is now time to pick your second defender.
Palace's second defender choice is Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm definitely selling stocks. I don't think in a 5-back, as a right wing back, Trent will work to his maximum capacity. Still a class player though.
That's good.
Buying the stock high, I see. Real Madrid move.
I don't give a shit what his rating is. I don't care. I'm not trying to do no tactics. Trent, bro, it's already kind of brewing on Twitter, low key. Bro, motherfuckers are saying that Rashford's gonna cook. That Rashford's gonna cook.
Yeah,
his
not a
Trent
good
again.
look.
Bro, defensively, I don't know what Xabi Alonso, where he sees him, how he sees him playing. If he's on pure like distribution,
Bro.
but I don't see that being a reality for him.
This is Trent though.
Issue is that we've constantly said this about Trent every year. Oh, he's defensively not sound. Oh, but he's good at the attacking, so that compensates. Every year he has a good season.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna be playing?
Like right back, right wing back.
In a 5-back, right wing back.
Maybe right wing back he will get exposed a little bit,
he's
especially
not.
against Barcelona, runners in behind.
Okay, let me outline this. I don't think he had a good season last year. He wasn't bad, but I wouldn't say he battled a couple injuries here and there. I'm heavily debating 5 stars or 4.5 here.
I was more of the thinking of a 4.5.
4.5.
This is not a 5-star situation.
No.
This is
No.
my player. This is not
This-
a 5-star.
I really love Trent.
I know, but
You can give him a 5. If they give him 4.5, he
Yeah,
stays at
yeah.
4.5.
I'm gonna give him 5. I actually think he's generational, bro. You can't let generational players go for.
oh, definitely.
He's a 5-star.
Definitely, but I do think that people are kind of concerned of this Real Madrid team going into the next season. So that uncertainty takes place. We see it in stocks. A little uncertainty could dip that stock a little bit. So
If I'll ask this question, it's not really about Trent, but if Real have a bad season and Xabi Alonso doesn't work out, as me and Varvar probably predict, then which players on the team become shit?
Yes, but the
fastest.
issue for me is that, in my personal opinion, Trent fits Xabi Alonso like a glove. Like Trent's gonna get goals and assists this year, which he never really had as many as he will this year. Like playing wing back. Did you see what Frimpong was able to get goals and assists wise? What Grimaldo was able to get goals and assists
but
wise?
those guys are much more. I want to say like they have different traits than Trent.
Yeah, but look, Grimaldo I would say is very similar.
Like
to
Trent is more the maestro. Frimpong and Grimaldo are just they're just
no.
they're-
Grimaldo was a maestro, bro. This guy was taking set pieces. This guy was cross master.
I think
Cross-master.
it's a good gamble, I think.
So we're going to be giving Palace Trent Alexander-Arnold pick a 4.5 star rating. We're going to see how Real Madrid do this season. Varvar, it is now time to pick your final defender.
My second defender is actually a legend of the sport, some would say, and I think he was the best in his position at one point, but not so much now. It is Rudiger.
Agenda? Switch.
No, because
Power.
watch the Club World Cup. I critiqued him the whole Club World Cup.
You
he looks
twerked
like
for this
he
guy
battled,
for years.
Yes, I was
Years.
And Jesus, bear with me here. He was insanely good at his peak. 4.5,
2 games changed your
arguably
mind.
best center back in the world at one point.
Never.
Arguably a 5-star at his peak. Right now, not his peak, but last year he battled injuries. I just think that he won't be able to come back from those injuries the same Rudiger that he was. And you could see that at the Club World Cup a bit, like a preview.
Yeah, I could see that. And also the people next to him also, like, it's still a big question mark in the center back department. If the defense does poorly, he does poorly.
If you walked out on the street right now and asked who are top 10 center backs in the world, maybe he doesn't make top 5, but he's definitely in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
So,
assume so.
like, I'm assuming the star rating is going to reflect that top 10 center back in the world.
You guys
rating.
better answer what he wants to hear, huh?
No,
would
I'm
say
not
both of
saying
you.
that, but he has
No.
to, it has to reflect not
Okay.
just the Club World
So
Cup.
you think that his peak was either a 4.5 or a 5? I would say that last season was a very big
I
step.
agree. I agree.
So it's either a 3.5
But
or a 4.
I don't think the performances
It's a
last
4.
year. I don't think the performances were last. What?
It's a 4.
Millie taking a stance.
No.
No,
It's a
4 is
4.
fine, but the 3.5 little throw in there.
No, but if you're saying 4.5, 5 was absolute peak best defender in the world, he was far from the best defender
I
in the world.
agree.
Millie,
But
I think I've never rated him as the top of the world, but I always respected him as a
Let's
good
do s-
defender. He's 4. He's a 4-star.
let's do some comparative analysis.
Oh.
3.5 is Jonathan Ta. I better not be
I
hearing some
agree.
Jonathan Ta.
I agree.
Would put him 3.5 though.
I agree.
Can't put it past Millie FC.
Oh my lord.
It depends on how many Inter players are picked.
He's a 4.
One more Inter player picked, I might put him.
I agree
3.5.
with the 4. I agree with the 4.
I think 4 is fair because it gives room for him to go 4.5.
Yeah.
But also gives room for him to drop to 3.5 if he has a very.
I just, after watching that Club World Cup, I don't know about the fit next to Huijsen and potentially another center back that they're going to bring in.
Forget Club World Cup, bro. Last season,
He wasn't bad.
He got
He
destroyed
wasn't-
in
no,
La
but
Liga
he was
too.
still the best. Yeah, but he was still the best defender for Real Madrid last season.
Barca
It's just he battled
ripped him
center.
down.
He battled
Bunch of injuries.
Yeah.
and you could tell by the end that like that season really took a toll on him physically. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So our portfolio for defenders are complete. We are now on to midfield. It is now my pick. The next midfielder in my portfolio, I will be selling Szoboszlai stocks. I think with Wirtz coming in, doesn't look like he's going to get that much playing time, but we're going to have to wait and see.
A little bit of a cop out. I'm not gonna lie.
So it's a tiny little cop-out, but listen,
I never rated him.
tides are turning. Tides are turning a little bit. I think people are going to start to realize that he ain't that guy.
He is that guy.
I think he's quite good, but the fact that Wirtz is coming,
And
in,
that's
like,
why
this guy
I'm
is-
banking on the fact that he
Preseason,
won't be there.
They played together.
They did.
They did.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that stock investment, Mr.
How does that
Millie.
work?
I don't know. I'm thinking that Wirtz really takes that role as that number one cam option, attacking midfielder option.
But-
I don't think Szoboszlai will be there.
Szoboszlai played in the right half space. Wirtz played in the left half space.
Oh, we're cooked.
So
See.
Millie FC, I don't think this is gonna be a cook situation. I'd give it,
It
a
depends.
3.5.
It
Yeah,
depends
3.5.
where you put him. I do think. I don't know.
He has a wand of a right foot.
Do you put Szoboszlai and Odegaard on the same tier?
Who?
Szoboszlai and Odegaard.
No,
That is
I would
true.
say Szoboszlai is a tier below.
Yeah.
Tier
Or
below?
a tier. Me personally,
Damn.
How good was
just last year it was the same tier. But Odegaard, with past history,
Yes.
has proven that he can be a top player in the Premier League.
So then I'll be okay with the 3.5. But you're real. I feel like you're pushing it. These guys were Premier League.
I don't know.
Premier
I
League
would
machines.
honestly maybe even give him a 4-star Millie, but
I was
no.
thinking a 4-star, but I do think that's a bit of a
3.5, 3.5 it will be, but I'll
I
give
could
him
settle for
I'll give him a
3.5.
3.5.
4-star, but Luis Diaz is 3.5.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah, he was better than Luis Diaz last season.
No, he wasn't. We're lying. We're
That's
in my
that's
FPL at one
that's,
Abra.
that's why we have different opinions, however.
Oh my God.
We don't have to think like you.
So my midfielders are complete. It is now up to Firms to pick his final midfielder.
There has been a lot of talk of Madueke going to Arsenal, and a lot of people are questioning his tactical fit. And for that reason, I'm going to be selling Madueke stocks.
On my short list.
This had to happen. This had to happen.
He needed to
because-
make an appearance today.
The issue is that
100%. I've called him overrated. I don't even think he's that bad of a player. I just don't see how he fits in Arsenal, and we've talked about this.
Funny how as soon as he leaves Chelsea, the Chelsea fans
Doesn't
start
help.
shitting on him.
It does not help.
But bro, this guy, my issue now we have one going like he's a decent player.
Yes,
like
I could agree with that.
he's for sure 3 stars. Like he's definitely 3 stars. Are we gonna go above that?
I'm going to 3.5.
Yeah, but
3.5
He was
is crazy.
He was
I'm
Chelsea's
looking-
second
yeah.
best attacker last season.
Okay.
But that
Second
doesn't-
best attacker.
but we have to start now. We have to go back. Luis Diaz 3.5. He's not Luis Diaz, so I'm not
Yeah, but-
comfortable putting him. I'm not comfortable.
how do we allow Luis Diaz 3.5 is crazy.
Revisionism, bro. Revisionism.
But Madueke is a good player, but I think if I had to put a number, last year he probably got 10 goals and assists in the Prem. He was a decent player, but there are inconsistencies. And he got 4 goals against Wolves. So, like, half of them came in one game,
Yeah.
you know? So,
Oh, but Garnacho versus
Barnsley.
Barnsley.
yeah, but I wasn't in the Prem. He had equal stats to Garnacho in the Prem.
Garnacho has 10 goals in his last 15 games.
And
You
Garnacho, we're not
told me
putting
that.
3.5.
I would put Madueke 3 then.
I was looking for a 3.5, given like.
You guys are both
rate
saying
it. I
3.
really
But no
don't
one
rate it.
rates the transfer.
Yeah, I don't really rate it.
So
That's the problem. I don't think you're getting much.
I give you
value.
3.5 for deserved. Same level as Diaz.
Holy rage bait.
we're gonna look back at that.
Yeah, no, Luis Diaz clears.
So Madueke will be joining Firms FC's portfolio. Pala, it is now time to pick your final midfielder.
My second midfield selection is Florian Wirtz. I will be selling stocks. I think this transfer was just too much, and I think they kind of already had Szoboszlai. There wasn't a need to play both of them at the same time.
Horrendous.
That's very, very
Horrendous.
sketchy. That you're drawing a fine line there,
I'm
boss.
buying. Listen, my thought with Wirtz is nobody's realizing the gap to the Premier League. No one's understanding it. Bro, Szoboszlai is
It's
proven in the
insane,
Premier
bro.
League. Maybe Slot's gonna try to justify the transfer. If Wirtz isn't doing great in his first few games, he's gonna keep using him because we spent so much on him. But I think by the end of the season, they'll realize Wirtz just ain't cut out for it.
That's that is the most heinous.
You,
thing.
you can't say this and then come up to me and say like the Prem is not the fucking Super League or like we don't deserve 10
It's not
Champions
the
League
Bundesliga.
spots. Bro, the Bundesliga is the second best league in the world right now potentially. So
Bro, if the Prem had 10 spots, you still wouldn't make Champions League.
there's no better league to come from, in my personal opinion, than the Bundesliga. And he's proven as much as you possibly can in the Bundesliga. I probably could argue a 5-star. I'm gonna give it 4.5 though.
I think
This is a
4.5.
5-star for me. Wirtz, like I'm being unbiased. I don't care about these politics that you guys are doing. Oh, he's gonna get an extra star or an extra half star. Wirtz is a f***ing world-class player. We can all agree on
agree.
that. We've been
I
saying
agree.
it all year. He is a 5-star in my eyes.
The issue is that are there attacking midfielders that are better than him?
Yes, Bruno Fernandes. Not really.
Anyone else?
Arguably, I don't agree, but like a Musiala or
Cole
And Musiala
Palmer,
would be-
Bellingham's probably a 5-star.
Arguably,
Musiala,
you call me
would
an
you give him a
idiot for saying
5-star?
that.
Bellingham's probably a 5-star.
Musiala 5-star? No.
No, Musiala's
4.5?
not a 5-star.
I think I would say
Cole
Cole Palmer is better than Wirtz. But Cole Palmer's a 5.
I don't
Palmer's
even like.
arguably a 5.
He is a 5.
Cole Palmer's a 5.
There's very little players
Wait,
that
Cole
are
Palmer's a
nailed on
5?
5s.
Can I take Cole
Okay?
Palmer?
Yeah,
Let's stop nailing these on as 5s. Like Mbappe's a 5, Haaland's a 5, Yamal's
Yeah.
a 5.
Yeah.
Then the line starts getting blurred.
I don't know, but Wirtz at a 5, I'd say 4.5 because we still don't know how he will do in the Premier League.
Firms, I respect that you stay true to your opinions.
Now,
He's the best German talent to come around.
Wirtz next year to drop from 4.5. What would need to happen?
Well, like I've been
would
saying,
he
bro,
tell?
this agenda against Wirtz from me hasn't not started today. I've been saying this, and I'm saying for that much money, Wirtz is an amazing player. Like, don't act like I'm just some blind hater. He's a spectacular player, and I actually admitted that he was better than Musiala recently. But the reality is the transfer was how much?
140 mil?
140 million pounds.
A lot of money. Is
140
that the
mil.
record?
Pounds.
Yeah.
I think it's the record.
Bro, 140
No, he's
million
not
pounds.
he's the Prem record now, yeah.
140 million pounds to justify that, bro. You better come in and have a.
I think it's 140 million euros, but whatever it
That's
is.
what you pay for a guarantee.
Yes,
Like,
but-
that's the closest thing.
But
you'll
I
get.
don't know
That's what
if
I'm
he's
saying.
Millie,
He has to come in and be a guarantee.
there's better players that have come into the Premier League and busted.
Sure.
Millie, if he spends half the season adapting,
Pause.
if in January we say, oh, maybe he'll have a better second half, and then he has a very good second half of the season, I don't give a shit. We
Like
spent 140 million.
Pogba coming into the Prem was probably a 5-star or a
Yes.
very high
Yeah, yeah.
4.5.
5 stars. He'll
5
final
stars.
it.
Probably 4.5.
5 stars.
And you could say that he never was a 5-star in the Prem. Like he never got to that 5-star
But
level.
that's 'cause
I
of Man
disagree.
United,
Finally
but
admitted.
not 'cause of the
Finally
player.
admits.
Like we all knew he was balling out, except Man United was obviously not doing good.
Garbage.
I don't know. I disagree, but I don't hate the pick. I could low-key see of a world in which he busts.
I mean, we'll see. If it takes 1 year to determine that he's a bust, then it's.
He could have a year where, but Paolo only needs him for 1 year.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not saying his transfer is going to bust. He's saying he might take some adaptation period or
Bro,
something.
he's an
like that.
elite player. I think he'll
Yeah.
adapt eventually.
He's world class.
But good luck, bro, to live up to 140 mil.
Liverpool don't miss with these things. They haven't missed in a while.
So Florian Wirtz somehow makes it into this video and will be joining Pala's portfolio. Varvar, it is now time for you to pick your final midfielder.
My second midfielder was actually the best player in his league last season. I don't see that happening again. It's going to be Scott McTominay.
Varver going for the loopholes.
I was thinking about him, and not because I hate him. I think he's a decent player, but I mean,
not Serie A
MVP of
MVP
Serie A
level.
is kind of crazy.
there's question. Okay, you want to argue about if he deserved Serie A MVP? That's
He
a
did.
different story. He did, of course.
He did deserve it.
But the thing is that
Because
Yes,
if
he
his team
did.
wouldn't have won the Scudetto, that like
probably
it
wouldn't
went
have
down
won.
to the last match day.
had huge goals throughout the season.
Without a shadow of a doubt, top 2 in Serie A voting
I'd
for
agree.
MVP.
Yeah.
But I do think
Yeah.
that McTominay right now, De Bruyne is there as well. I would say probably a 4.
It's a big gamble.
Do they either complement each other or do they?
We're gonna have to wait and see. 'Cause
Or do
I'm
they
not sure.
eat each other?
But I do think out of 4, I think it's fair value because you give him another season of like top level play, he could argue for 4.5. But if he plateaus or he goes a little lower, then it's kind of like
I just watched him last year, and I look. I'm not gonna act like I'm Man United. I was the biggest Scott McTominay fan, but I always thought he was a decent player. Last year, watching him, there was a bit of overrating though, and I think that the level of Serie A could low key hold me back on this pick because I could easily see him dominating the league again. But I don't think he's gonna score that double-digit goals.
Why?
next
Serie
year.
A gotten worse?
Yeah.
Serie A go what?
So then McTominay should be.
Yes,
doing
I
better.
agree. Should be better, but last year I think he overperformed. So I
Yeah,
think there's
but
going to be a
at the same
regression
time, I
back to
think
the mean.
Napoli's getting better, so he'll get better automatically.
agree.
And he's a starter now, so
We'll see, bro. Conte with the Champions League. We're gonna have to see on that one.
I will be
I'm
hate
saying 4
watching.
stars.
I think 4 stars is very.
I picked thinking 4 stars to be honest. So
Yeah, because if we just said
Serie A
anything
MVP
else,
though.
guys-
3-star in my books.
yeah.
Oh, he will return to a 3.5, 3.
Yeah,
But at United, I'd say he's a 3.5 at United.
I don't know.
Bro, he
don't
was-
remember.
Bro,
was
at
good in his last
Man
season,
United, bro,
yeah.
he was a 2.5.
You guys hated him because you hated the era. But
scored some big
Bro,
goals.
He
if
scored a lot of
I
big
go
goals.
back a year before the transfer to Napoli, and I said McTominay 3.5, you would have called me f***ing insane.
Yeah,
Maybe it took
I
some.
would've.
Maybe it took some
3
looking back.
maybe, but I still think if I said 3, you guys would have said no.
Depends. It depends.
what are you gonna do?
If you went to West Ham instead of Napoli,
Oh, that's a 2
yeah,
star max.
Exactly.
So we are now down to our final striker picks until our portfolios are complete. It is now my turn to pick my final player. And the last player in my portfolio, I will be shorting Vinicius Junior Stocks. Real Madrid's season went from bad to worse, but now this season doesn't look too great either. I think Vinny is not going to have a great season.
Horrible pick.
Milli Bomba.
This is a big bomba. This is
That's a huge bomba.
Because the issue is that he went from a Ballon d'Or season to a very underperforming season. I still think he played decent, but he wasn't great.
He wasn't that good this year.
Wasn't great.
There was a
So-
time where
was
you'd be
not that
buying him
good.
at a 5-star.
So the issue is am I buying it too late?
I think so.
a little
It's
too
possible.
late.
It's possible, but I still think that he's a 4.5 star.
4.5.
You're giving him what, Pala?
Closer to a 4, I would say. I would think Paolo would say closer to a 4.
I'm giving him a 5. He's still a 5-star level player.
crazy.
He's still in the Mbappe, Haaland, Yamal tier.
Bro, you
Mbappe
can't even
better.
play with Mbappe next to you. Like, that's the problem.
I've spoken to Madrid fans. A lot of them would rather sell Mbappe than Vinny.
Yeah, which is crazy.
That's insane to me.
It's not crazy. Vinny is that level.
No, he's not.
Brother, look how many goals Mbappe scored for Real Madrid.
But at what cost? That's
Like
the question.
genuinely, every live stream we did has Vinny had a big moment in that live stream.
No.
I remember asking that question with you, and I was like, I don't remember a live stream where it was like,
I don't remember when we were like,
Popped
oh, what a great goal, Vinny. Good job.
Not even a good game. Forget goal, the game.
I'm sure they had good games,
No.
but
no, I don't remember a singular good game.
Yeah.
Vinny Jr.,
4.5 is
4 stars for me.
4 stars.
no, 4.5. Bro, look at the 4 stars.
So Vinny Jr. is the same level as Odegaard for Palace. That's
come on.
Okay, but we're talking about strike. It's based off position, I would say. Based
So-
off position.
yeah, but still,
Vinny
like,
Jr. is as good as Lautaro.
to be honest, when
We
you
take that.
think of the best left wingers in the world, Vinny Jr. is top 3.
Just because there's not enough of them.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's top 3.
Okay.
Automatically should be either 5 or 4.5.
I think 4.5 is.
I used to watch Vinny and say, holy shit. I haven't watched Vinny and said, holy shit, in maybe 2 years.
Bro, 5. I'm just taking value from you guys.
He won
I'm
the
just-
Champions League, the year before this.
2 years as in like the Ballon d'Or Rodri season, which was what, 2 seasons
The-
ago?
no, you're talking about the year with Benzema, when he was playing with Benzema.
Which one?
What did Real Madrid do in the Champions League 2 seasons ago?
They won.
Benzema Ballon
that
d'Or.
I don't even remember. Whatever.
No?
It's
By
a
the
4.
way-
It's a 4.5, Vinny. You can say 4 or 4.5. Honestly, I don't even know if that. matters.
4.
He said 4, I think.
4 is crazy.
Yeah, I'll say 4.5, but bro, Leal Vinny,
Like 4.5, it's like
Not
you have
even.
one more
We're not
season.
even talking that
What are
many
we
tiers in
doing
between them anymore.
If,
a
if he
tier.
has the same level season as he did last season, would
Then you drop it to 4 now.
drop it to a
Four.
4.
Bro, he did nothing last season. Look at his stats. He did all. His name was just Vinicius Jr. That's the only reason why people rated him.
But that's why it's a good stock to sell. Because you still do have the issue with Mbappe, Vinny, who's going to play where.
Millie, this is a genius. This is a genius
Yeah, very
pick.
good, very good.
Finally,
Millie
Millie
FC
getting
cooking.
a W in a video. It's about time.
Impossible.
So my portfolio is complete. Firms, pick your final striker.
Although I believe that Napoli is building a dynasty, my next pick is actually their striker, and it's Romelu Lukaku, which I believe he won't keep it up for the next years. That's why I'm selling his stock.
Bro, this guy got like, I don't even know how, like over 20 GA in Serie A last season. It's Lukaku. I'm saying a 4-star.
Oh, listen, 4-star for
struggle.
Lukaku, he won the league. So automatically, I think if we gave McTominay, what did we give him? 4? Lukaku with 21.
Okay, wait.
I think McTominay was a bit
All
more
right, wait
important
a
than
minute.
Lukaku, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, McTominay was more important.
I'm thinking I'm leaning safe 3.5.
So
But you could try to convince me with 4.
No, I'm thinking I'm the biggest Lukaku glazer.
Exactly.
And
so you better be true
the
to that.
current version, because you're thinking about it in Serie A terms. In global world football terms, Lukaku's a 3.5 right now.
But Napoli just won the league. So automatically, if you're a winner of your league,
No, he wasn't MVP.
Yeah, he wasn't McTominay.
Striker season.
He was he striker this season?
No,
I
he
don't
wasn't.
think so.
No, definitely not.
It was
No, he might have been. Who else would have? Retegui.
Retegui, top scorer.
Yeah, so is Retegui a 4-star?
Yes.
not anymore.
No, Retegui's not a 4-star, bro. Get the
Bro,
fuck out of here.
Was Moise Kean?
like 3.5. Man.
That's being generous.
Retegui was the
Max.
top scorer.
Retegui
get
is the
it.
Italian Jonathan David.
I get it, but this guy was I don't know. I can't
I'm down. He's
justify
gonna
putting
score a bunch of
Retegui
goals.
for
Was Moise Kean is Moise Kean a 4-star?
Yes, he was
No.
there too.
Moise Kean's ass though.
3.5.
Bro, you
No,
guys
Moise
are
Kean is-
overrating Serie A
Moise
right now.
Kean is better than
3.5.
Retegui.
Lukaku nowadays, realistically, the state of Serie A, a 3.5
Okay.
is the best striker in the league.
Would Man United take Lukaku right now?
We're playing with Højlund. We have a 1-star.
So that counts as a yes. Would Juventus take Lukaku right now?
No.
There you have
Yes, you
Jonathan
would.
David.
Would Milan take Lukaku right now? Yes, we would.
But you're talking
You
about
wouldn't.
teams with fucking shitty strikers.
But the striker market is limited, so automatically you're gonna be.
What's a
higher
4-star
rated.
striker?
Well, we
right
have
now?
Lautaro.
Would you rather Guirassy or Lukaku?
That's a good question.
Conversation.
I mean, Guirassy is a 4.
I mean, listen, Lautaro
If
we put him
Guirassy
down
is a
as a
4,
4.
we're not giving Lukaku 4.
We
No.
put Lautaro as a 4.
Lautaro is a 4, yeah.
Yeah, and he's better than Lukaku.
I would say
But would
better
you say
than Lukaku
Lukaku
right
had a
now.
better season last season?
I think it's mixed. I think CL
Similar
finals.
season, would you
Flipping
say?
that shit on
CL finals, you're scoring in
Lukaku,
Champions
Lautaro
League.
last
I think
season,
Lautaro
similar.
had a decent season. I think he had a
Okay,
better
even-
season.
Bro,
Even
we're not
Lukaku.
saying Lukaku's a 4-star in
Yeah.
2025.
I think 3.5. It's fair.
the real question is, though, in his prime, what was Lukaku?
Bro, 5.
4.5.
Oh, he got to
Low-key, I could
4.5.
argue
5.
5 also.
That was a 5.
That 1 year at Inter?
5.
Bro, he was low-key a 5.
It's 5.
I don't think he ever reached 5. I think it was 4.5.
No, this guy was on a different level. It was just Conte and Champions League was straight.
People who didn't watch him are gonna say, "Oh my God, Lukaku 5. Are you guys stupid?" But
No, you
Lukaku
got to-
at
you have to
Inter
deep
was
this guy.
the
Demon.
This guy was insane.
My only issue comes now with KDB saucing him some passes.
low-key. Those are 10 free goals a year. Like that's 10 free.
So
goals.
wait, does
But
that
we've
mean the
seen
stock goes up
But
then?
it assists go down.
yeah,
Okay, you're not getting 10 assists in Serie A again.
Does the stock go
low-key
up?
bad investment then. By
No,
Spurs.
very good investment. Because he's not getting 10 assists. And
Yeah,
who
but
knows if he's
he's
scoring.
getting 10 free goals.
If we get the Belgium Lukaku or KDB
If
connection,
you get the Belgium Lukaku where he has 90 goals in like 100 games, oh my God.
which f***ing uses his bald head to cover the goal
yeah.
from
Anyways, I'm hearing firms that he actually just threw his entire selection with that one selection. Lukaku might actually be a 5-star.
mud.
Lukaku might be 5-star.
Lukaku Glazer, by the way.
So Firms' portfolio is complete. Pala, complete your portfolio.
My final selection at striker is Patrick Schick. I think scoring over 20 goals, especially under Ten Hag next season, is just not happening. I'm selling stocks.
What the f***?
Patrick Schick.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do this to the group, but
He's nuts. He's a good player.
Well,
bro, he's 29 and he was very good last season.
Yeah.
He's been consistent.
Guirassy equivalent of Guirassy.
No.
Yes, they both put up 21 goals.
You ask Bundesliga fans and Guirassy
I know what you're trying to do.
Better
I know what you're trying to do, but let them have their own opinions, okay?
3.5.
No.
I will go with 3.5.
I was actually
too,
thinking
though.
I'm
You
being
all
generous.
said 4 for Guirassy. That's why I asked every single one of
for
you.
me,
They're
Guirassy
both
is better.
29 years old.
Guirassy's
They both
better.
scored 20.
Guirassy was
better upside.
Guirassy was
Better.
pretty tied. I think he was tied for Champions League top goal scorer
At one point, he was.
most
yes.
of the season.
Yes, he was.
Bro, go look at their stats.
Until they were eliminated.
Go look at their stats.
Pretty sure, probably.
Yeah.
Bro, they tied. They both scored 21 goals in Bundesliga. They're both 29 years old.
I'm sorry, I can't put Sheik over Lukaku. I just can't. I'll put Guirassy over
Yeah,
Lukaku right now, but Sheik.
So
no.
I'll take Guirassy.
Go ahead.
Guirassy at 4?
I'll take Guirassy then.
Guirassy at 4-star?
Yeah.
Pala FC's undecided. Keep that in your voting.
No. I'm with biased.
Pala FC doesn't even know what he's doing theoretically right now. He's switching picks every 2 seconds.
Can edit in 45 minutes of Varvar yapping about f***ing Dembele.
Guirassy.
Just edit every time.
Edit everything,
Valvar
Ken.
switched the player. So it went from Rafinha to Thuram, back to Rafinha,
Son.
and then
Ken.
back to Thuram,
And then Son.
then Son.
Well, since I can't just let everyone else abuse something and I don't get to abuse it, so 5-star. Stop! You're abusing something. I'm trying to get it down. This whole video is becoming about stars. It's not about the players anymore. This is not from the video. I don't even understand stocks. I really don't think you understand stocks. Like you're taking into account only last year. But I have to remake my short list now because I took into account multiple. Yeah, redo it. Redo your pick then.
Ken, I want you to edit this video with every agenda switch Varvar has ever done.
But is it Guirassy now?
Yeah.
Guirassy.
To me, it's two cheeks of the same ass. But I would have preferred Schick. You know why?
Why?
Tell him why.
Because Ten Hag is there.
Because Ten Hag is there.
I could honestly. Am I allowed?
That's a good.
Am I
that's a
allowed
good
to
variable.
pick the entire Leverkusen squad? Like if we
there's
were
a
to rate it out of
conversation.
stars right now,
That they wouldn't like that,
it
bro.
would probably be 3.5 or
Wait,
4.
what would Boniface be?
Boner face?
No, like a
If he joins
3
Milan,
and a
1 star.
half. Yeah, agreed. That's how it works.
That works.
If he joins
But-
Man United, 0.
Guirassy, all it's going to take for him to keep up this level is 20 Bundesliga goals and a good Champions League
No,
campaign.
It has to be a spectacular Champions League campaign.
No, it's
Well,
a good
that
Champions
got him to 4 stars.
Schick didn't even have a Champions League. I don't even know if Schick played
did.
and scored a goal in
Go check.
Champions League.
Oh.
Go check.
I don't. May
think he-
have.
I don't know
What
if he
do I
scored.
do to you if he scored a similar amount of goals as Guirassy in the Champions League?
Egregious things.
He didn't. So I
I think he probably didn't even score a goal in the Champions League, if I'm being honest.
I think very good value
scored
at
1 goal in 8 games in the Champions League. Schick.
That's why they call him Patrick Shit,
Looking
bro.
at this, we're putting Guirassy on the same level as Reindeers, Bernardo Silva, Lautaro.
4. I'd agree. Right now.
Bro,
Cuck.
Guirassy had 13 goals in 14 games in the Champions League.
Yes, he was insane. I think 4-star right now.
4
is good.
stars are definitely
4.5. What do we say?
What do you want me to say?
Let's do it.
Yeah, 4 stars is good.
So Pala's portfolio is complete. Varvar, it is now your turn to pick your final forward.
And the final choice is a striker that has been a pretty solid Premier League player his entire career, but I don't think his team's going to be that good this season. It's going to be Chris Wood.
Low key, a bit of a cop out.
That's
Why?
Because I think the consensus is that Nottingham will not have a similar season.
Everyone knows it was a one-season thing.
but like if you bought
But
Chris
you
Wood
can't
stock-
give him lower than 3.5. I'm sorry.
I'm giving him 3.
3.5.
He scored 20 Premier League goals last year.
Yeah, very,
3.5.
very
That's-
cool.
Not many players have done
Awesome.
that. Not many players have done that.
But you're that's once again Varvar loophole. But when anybody else does it, he complains. Varvar knows that we have to give him a 3.5 because he scored 20 goals. Varvar also
He was
knows,
higher than a 3.5 last season.
Varvar
just
also
specifically.
knows that he won't score 20 goals again, so he's automatically gaining a 0.5 star. So something that Varvar would otherwise complain about is now doing himself.
But you have to
Loophole.
understand
Loophole.
that
Lupo.
Loophole.
that's not a loophole. Because last year he scored 20 Premier League goals.
Varvar, what I
you could have
just
argued
said.
that last year he was a 4-star.
No.
Last year, just last year.
I would have not debated this. But if Lukaku is a 3.5, I am not allowing Chris
Chris Wood
to be
had equally as good a season
Exactly.
as Lukaku.
Yeah.
So they're both
3.5.
3.5s.
perfect.
I'm not saying he's a 4-star.
Okay.
Just make it
Glad,
sure.
I'm glad we're
I don't know. Lukaku has a track record though.
Chris Wood is one of the top goal scorers in
saying
the
3?
last decade in the Premier League.
Nothing I can say. We all agreed to 3.5, even
That's a
regardless
lie.
of what I,
I mean,
put.
if you're going 3, yeah.
Regardless
going
of what
3.
I put.
I'll go 3.
We're not allowing 3 for Chris Wood after last season. He scored 15 the season before that.
Yeah, you got to give him.
he scored
3.5.
15 last year.
We'll give him
3.5.
3.5. We'll give him 3.5.
A little bit of a cop out though.
Yeah.
It's slightly a cop out, but
But if he comes back with 15, I didn't gain anything.
If he joins Milan, he's scoring like 2
If he scores 15 next year, he scored 15
No, he goes to 3.
2 seasons in a row.
He goes
No,
to 3.
he's low-key still 3.5.
You gotta say what he wants to hear, guys.
He's 3.5.
we're gonna need to see.
Cop out.
So there we have it. Our portfolio on players that we think will have a down season are complete. Definitely some controversial names there. But as always, we want to thank our patrons for the continuous support you guys show us week in and week out. We love you guys. Boys, send them home.
This is one of the biggest scandals in history that Dembele got 5-star.
Varvar Riggs.
Unbelievable.
Varvar Riggs.
Basically,
Varvar
they
stocks
think
are
that-
in the
they think that
gutter.
Dembele
And
is
if you're
as good as
investing in
Mbappe.
Varvar stocks, you're losing money.
Dembele is as good as Haaland and Mbappe. Is
You know
right
what stocks we should be shorting?
Varvar.
Varvar FC stocks. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Long Varvar, long.